And this is why these same people, historically speaking, when they appeared in the time of the Tabi'een, Amr bin Ubayd al-Mu'tazili, Wasil bin Ata, we see that they began to revile and speak ill of the Sahaba, of the companions. So for example, Amr bin Ubayd al-Mu'tazili, he's from the heads of the Mu'tazila, he said, and he is speaking about the hadith of Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, the one about how the creation of one of you is brought together in the womb of his mother in 40 days like such and such, and 40 days like such and 40 days like such and such. And then an angel is sent and it writes down whether male or female, whether happy or wretched, his rizq, his sustenance, and his lifespan. So because the Mu'tazila do not believe in al-qadar, because they believe wrongly that it is unjust for Allah to decree the actions of the servants, good or bad, and then to reward and punish them for it, right? This is from the reason. Because they claim this is injustice, they therefore rejected the texts which mention the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So from them is this hadith of Abdullah bin Mas'ud. So what did Amr bin Ubayd, he said, what did he say? He said, and look at the boldness, the jur'ah, the courage in what he said. He said, if I heard Al-A'mash is one of the narrators of the hadith. If I heard him say this, then I would declare him to be a liar. And if I heard Zayd bin Wahab, the second person in the chain of narration, saying this, I would not have believed him. And if I heard Abdullah bin Mas'ud saying it, I would not have accepted it. Meaning, if I heard a companion saying this, I would not have accepted it. And if I heard Allah's Messenger ﷺ saying this, I would have rejected it. And if I heard Allah saying it, I would have said, I did not take a covenant for the likes of this. Right? So this is the boldness of Amr bin Ubayd al-Mu'tazili, operating on the principle that reason evaluates revelation. Right? The reason why they say this is because, what comes first? Is it reason or revelation? Is it reason or revelation? Right? They say that in order for us to accept and believe revelation, there has to be sound reason first. So because reason comes first, then reason has to be the thing which evaluates and validates the revelation. So reason has to first of all establish a proof that the messenger is truthful and that the Quran is from Allah. This is the role of reason to do that, right? So, obviously this is a separate topic in itself, but this is the basis upon which the Mu'tazila, as we said, they rejected many of the affairs to do with belief, even to the extent in the issues of fiqh, in the issues of jurisprudence and the ahkam, we find that the Mu'tazila, they also reviled the Sahaba. So for example, again from Amr bin Ubayd, it was mentioned to him that there was a hadith mentioned to him about how there are two moments of silence during the prayer, right? So the first one is after the Imam says Allahu Akbar, and then you remain silent for a short while before the Fatiha. And then after the Fatiha, there is a moment of silence before the recitation of the additional recitation is commenced. So these two moments of silence, they are mentioned in a hadith related by Al-Hasan from Samurah bin Jundub. Right? So Amr bin Ubayd said, what shall we do with this Samurah? May Allah disfigure Samurah. Meaning that he didn't like or accept that there should be these two moments of silence. And anyone who narrated a hadith in that respect, then this Mu'tazili, he reviled the companions. And similarly, they reviled Uthman radiallahu anhu because Uthman, he allowed a woman who had completed her iddah period to receive inheritance. Right? So they reviled Uthman on the basis of that, and they said Uthman, he is not a person of the Sunnah. This is a statement of Amr bin Ubayd. And likewise, Amr bin Ubayd, he used to say, if Ali, Uthman, Talha and Az-Zubayr were to testify in front of me in relation to a shoestring, to something as trivial as a shoestring, I would not consider it. Meaning he would reject their testimony because he does not hold them to be reliable. Why? Because they narrate things which they believe to be opposed to reason and which could not have come from Allah and His Messenger. Similarly, Wasil bin Ata, from the second head of misguidance, he said, if Aisha radiallahu anha and Talha testified in front of me regarding a bunch of herbs, a handful of herbs, I would not judge using their testimony. Why is he saying this? Is because he believes they are untruthful, unreliable, because they narrate things which oppose reason, and so therefore these things cannot be attributed to the Messenger of Allah. So therefore these people are not trustworthy and reliable. Right? So they're saying this about the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. So this is what happens when you place reason over revelation. When you place reason over revelation.